What if you could bottle the smell of a crisp autumn's day and bake it? You would get something that tastes exactly like this spice cake for one, with zero food waste. So let's go ahead and create that warm and cozy. We're going to start by creaming together 1 tablespoon of butter with 3 tablespoons of brown sugar until nice and smooth, just like that. To this, we're adding 1 tablespoon of applesauce. I love these little snack packs, not only for baking, but because I have a thing for applesauce on toast in the morning. Get that stirred in there. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and 1/8 teaspoon of vanilla. Beautifully smooth. Now comes the fun part, all those warm, cozy spices. The perfect balance for this, in my opinion, is 2-to-1 cinnamon to ginger, and then half of all the others. It's completely up to you. I have a buddy who's all about 2 cinnamon and then 1 of all the others. So we're starting with 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. That's our sweet, woody comfort. Next up is our 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. This is our sweet, peppery heat for just a little bit of bite. You could also add white pepper if you want more of a bite. Next up is going to be 1/8 of a teaspoon of our nutmeg. You could also use mace, which is a sweeter, more delicate spice than nutmeg. 1/8 teaspoon of our cardamom, which, like our nutmeg, is fragrant and sweet. And then next up is our 1/8 teaspoon of clove. This is strong, pungent, bitter. It gives depth to all the flavors and grounds everything so it's all evened out. Go ahead and get those together. Now, if you don't have all these spices, you could use allspice, which tastes like a combination of clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. It's also much less pungent than cloves. You could also use apple pie spice, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. Sometimes there's ginger in there. We're also going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder and a quick pinch of salt. And get that all mixed up. Remembering to scrape the edges as we go. Completely well combined. And lastly, we're going to stir in a tablespoon of milk. When creating this, play with the spices. See what you like. Remember, recipes are nothing more than jumping off points. Your kitchen, your creativity. Got my prepared ramekin here. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I'm all about spatulas to get every last drop out of bowls. Every ingredient is money. And with something like cake, it's all too good to waste. Nice and clean. Gonna get this into a 350 oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. And there's one lovely spice cake. But no spice cake is truly ready until it has a nice cream cheese frosting. So to 1 tablespoon of room temperature cream cheese, I've added a tablespoon of powdered sugar. You can add more if you'd like. I'm not into super sweet until it's nice and super creamy. Now that it's all nice and frosted, let's go ahead and take a cutting here. Look how moist that inside is. That tastes just like autumn. So there you have it. Spice cake for one. If you're looking for more baking recipes for one, check this playlist. Cook for one, have some fun, and waste none. I'll see you in the next one.